Alright, you guys, so good morning. It's not really morning, it rained last night, and so we're not working today. We're not working, but I'm working. I'm going to, I got the spray in. It's supposed to be real good stuff, man. I've used it before, it's been years, but it kept clogging my sprayers up because it gets solid on you, so you got to make sure you rinse it out. So I'm going to be using the backpack, the new Milwaukee backpack sprayer. I got it back there on the trailer. Now I already had one, but that I bought last year, very beginning of last year, and it fell off the trailer. So it's real spotty about how it works, you hit the trigger and sometimes it's like it's got a loose connection, under there. So what I did is I took that switch of that tank off of that one, and I put it on the brand new one, and that's the tank I'm going to use for this this stuff right here. And I don't really know exactly how to pronounce it. It's Primatol 25E. It ain't no joke, y'all. So yeah, and you'll see the little, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but the little salt stuff on it, that's what it does to the inside of the sprayer if you don't rinse the sprayer out extremely well. So yeah, and that right there will clog a sprayer up, and you'll have all kind of problems with the sprayer. So I didn't want to pour this into the new tank, so yeah. And I'm gonna mix it up when I get over there. It looks like it's fixing to start raining again, so I was wanting to go do that real quick, pick up a check from them, and then go to the bank and all. And that's what I'm gonna do anyway. I mean, I had already kind of routed myself, so I'm not cutting any lawns today. And yesterday we cut some, but it was raining, sketchy. I didn't really get a lot of footage yesterday. So I did tell you guys yesterday that I did order the tack plate for the Bobcat, and it's coming. I got the pins and all, and it was shipped today. So and you got to be careful with those things, man, because they'll get you. I mean, they'll get you, man. I got the thing for, I think I spent like $1,100 or so. I had one that was cheaper, right? I mean, they're tricky, man. So I had one that was cheaper, that from another site, and then when you start looking at the fine print, they're talking about 35 days handling time. So it'd be a minimum of 35 days before I got it. And see, once they got your money, you're not going to get it back, until you until you either get it and return it or whatever, So I'm always watching for that kind of thing, man. Always, man, always. Because 5 weeks is unacceptable, man. I mean, that's ridiculous in today's time. And they don't say that, they put it in the fine print, and they call it handling time, 35 days. Now, and I'm like, handling time, 35 days. So I asked the girl, I called them. I did the chat, and I asked them, I said, so what is 35 days handling time? And she said, oh, well, that means it'll be 35 days before we ship it. And I'm like, what? So that's why it was $100 cheaper. $100, that's not, no, that ain't good enough, man. So so just for my information, so I knew I wasn't going to do this, what I did is I called the Bobcat dealer. The dealer, they wanted $2,900, man, for the, now that included the tack plate, the bearings, and the labor. and they wanted $2,900 and some change, y'all, for them to do it. Now my mechanic over here, the one that I take the Bobcat to, he can do it, but see, he's so far out that, you know, that I can't hardly take the Bobcat over there and just drop it and not have any access to it for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not gonna want to do that, you know. So at the end of the day, what boils down to it is I'm gonna attempt to do the tack plate myself. Basically, at the end of the day, they were going to charge, the Bobcat place is going to charge $2,900. You figure about 1,000 of that, or, you know, 1,100 of that would have been the plate and the parts. So they were going to be charging around $1,700 in labor. Yeah, y'all, to install that plate on the Bobcat. See, that's a lot, man, if you ask me. But at the end of the day, that's what it costs. And so that's why you have to charge so much to run the Bobcat, you know. And that's why I've been tack welding it and everything, you know. Not only that, the cost of, you know, to get it done, but also the time, because they're talking about 2 weeks. You know, if I dropped it off today, it'd be probably about 10 working days. So that's 2 weeks. So if they say 10 working days, it's probably 12 or 13 working days. That's 3 weeks. So, and I got to drive it 40 minutes one way, pull the whole machine. It's about, you know, 35 miles or so. Yeah, y'all. So now y'all kind of can see what who's blowing the horn. Oh, it wasn't blowing in at me. So, yeah, man. I don't know, man, but you know, I'm gonna give it a shot, man. I think I can do it, man, you know. I do. So it's a nasty, dirty job, and I had to put some damn overalls on. But I think I can do that. I think I can do that. So and if I'd have had any sense, I would have ordered it earlier, so I would have it now, and I could be doing it during these 2 or 3 rainy days that we're having. Shoot, it'll probably be Monday before I get it, you know. And then hell, if I ain't cutting no grass between now and Monday, I'm gonna be covered up with the lawn stuff on Monday. So, you know, Tuesday, you know, though the lawns are scaling back some, they ain't scaling back enough, you know. And see, tomorrow it's supposed to rain again, and tomorrow I got those great big cuts, and we really need to go do them so I can keep them kind of on the schedule. I'm not as concerned at this point in the year, and I don't know how everybody else does it. I'm not as concerned at this point in the year about keeping everybody on the same day and all that. It's not as important now as it was just 3 weeks ago, because see, now the lawns are not as growing as hardcore, so you're skipping some, you're not doing this one, and the ones that you are doing, you're doing them a lot faster. So, you know, and you're able to move them around a little bit, and it makes sense because you're not as pressed to, like, all the weeklies. They're every other week now. That relieves a lot of pressure right there in itself. You know, I got one person that insists on coming weekly. I mean, it's ridiculous. But we done that one this week. Zach did it the other day. So, yeah. But that's kind of where I'm at, man. I'm just trying to, you know, save money, you know, even though, you know, I still got that hydraulic leak. I'm gonna have to do that plate myself, man, because I don't have. And the main reason why, I'm gonna just tell y'all, the main reason why it costs, I don't have anything more lucrative going on that's gonna pay me $1,500. And that's basically how I look at things when it starts, when the expenses start getting like that on something that I've already ordered, right? It's coming to my house, right? I got everything it takes to do it. It's just, I normally don't, I've never done it before. And so I'm stepping outside my comfort zone a little bit, you know, but I'm pretty confident in the things that I can do. And I'm pretty sure that I can, make that happen for sure. I'm pretty sure about it. So I don't see why I couldn't do it. You know, I've seen a couple videos on it, and you know, I got everything that they got, you know, as far as equipment and as far as tools and whatever tools I may need, you know. So yeah. But yeah, man, so, you know, that's kind of really what I've been thinking about today. The thing is supposed to ship this afternoon, and, you know, I keep hitting myself for not ordering it earlier, man. I just didn't expect we'd get rain for 3 or 4 days. So, and the plate that I have on there now, it's not down. I mean, it's still, you know, up and running. I mean, it's not cracked or nothing. I mean, it might have some hairline cracks in it that I haven't really looked at it hardcore. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I had to go on and order the plate, and I don't know what my mechanic would have charged for it to do it. But you know, if he'd have charged $1,000, you know, in labor, that would, you know, wouldn't surprise me, you know. And of course, we know the dealers are going to charge more than anybody else. But sometimes with these machines, the dealer's the only one that'll work on it, or the only one that you can get to work on it that know what they're doing. Of course, you know, every Tom, Dick, and Harry mechanic thinks that they can work on these things, and you know, they can turn a wrench and they can replace a hydraulic line, but their techniques, you know, to these bushings and these pins, and there are things that a seasoned Bobcat mechanic will know and implement as he's putting it back together or whatever, you know. And anybody that I would hire other than my regular Bobcat mechanic right up the street here, anybody else that I would hire that I can, you know, that can do it in a timely fashion, they're not available. So anybody outside of that, well, they're no more qualified than I am, you know. And I have the best interest of the machine at heart. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to make sure everything is dead on before I put it all back together. You know, whatever I have to do. And see, a shady tree mechanic, you know, he may or may not do it that well. So you don't really know. Plus, not to mention that when you work on these machines and stuff, you learn, and I'm all about that, you know, learning tricks and learning different ways, and just something to be said about fixing your own stuff. And I talk about it all the time. Beyond $1,500 in savings, I'm not going to work a job anywhere that I'm going to make $1,500 that I have, you know, and you know, coming down the pipe right now as we sit here. Nothing is going to pay me that kind of money. And I might have some little $800 jobs, maybe even $1,000 jobs, but nothing that's going to pay me $1,500. I gotta run to a little supermarket here real quick, y'all, and grab some dog food. Well, not dog food, but some bacon, some turkey bacon for the dog. And yeah, I'll kick back. All right, y'all, so you know, like I said earlier, I ain't done nothing today. All I did was I sprayed. So I sprayed that lot with this with that industrial weed killer. So we're gonna see how that stuff does. I think it's gonna do pretty good, because they're saying, I know it goes against everything that the glyphosate stuff says, but this is not glyphosate. So they are saying on this that it needs a little rain. So perfect, y'all. You know, the ground was wet when I sprayed it, and the ground is going to get wetter because it's going to rain again. So at least it looks like it is. I'm hoping that we can work tomorrow, but you know, if we can't, man. Things that are outside of my control, well, they're outside of my control. You know, I can't do nothing about that. What I get frustrated is when I don't get the stuff and it's in my control to get to it. See, it's days like today, you know, and tomorrow that make you want to be all you can be on days that the sun is out and, you know, and all that. Right now it's tipsy. The bottom can fall out any minute, and you know, that's just not the way I like to get out here and do things. So tomorrow we're gonna, if it ain't raining in the morning, we're gonna go and cut those 4 big ones over there. We need to do them, and then, you know, and hopefully we can, you know, we can do them, you know, and get all 4 of them done in one day. We got to cut everything though. Gonna be a lot more mower riding tomorrow than normal. So I don't know that we can get all 4 of them done in one day. If I'd known the weather was gonna be like this, iffy, then I probably would have went on down there and cut one of them today, and then that would have put us in a great scenario, you know, for tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be, if we work, it's gonna be a challenge to get everything done down there. 20 acres, you know, give or take. So, and there's a lot of detail too, you know, but hopefully the spray where we've been spraying will work. We'll start, you know, we'll start working by now, and you know, that kind of thing. And the grass is not growing as thick and lush, so we're able to go across it a little bit faster. But that may be minimized by everything being really wet. Just see how much more rain we get. One thing that is holding me up, is going to hold me up from that, is I'm going to, the lady, the new account that I took on with the 2 properties over there, she's not going to be around, and so she'll have to leave me a check, but I don't know whether to tell her I'm coming for sure or not. So yeah, I think that those accounts are going to work out pretty good as long as I'm dealing with the same lady, you know, now, and she's the wife, so I don't see why I wouldn't be, you know. So yeah, y'all, we're at the mercy of the weather, man. So, you know, I don't know what else to say about that. Looks like I got Bo. Oh, and Bo's been blowing my phone up, you know. He went to work for another landscaper. He's worked for him before, you know, yesterday. Even the other landscaper, he's having a hard time keeping help too, that he's letting Bo come to work. So of course, Bo calls me today when it's raining, talking about, hey man, I'm ready to go to work, man, but he won't commit to tomorrow because he's probably going to be working with the other guy. And that's cool, you know, that he works with the other guy, but I can't be putting a whole lot of emphasis on that because Bo ain't got a place to stay. So the other guy knows him just like I know him, you know, the other guy knows that Bo's hard to deal with, and that all the things that I know about Bo too. So but if it'll just hold out on rain for another couple hours and then let it rain just enough to get that spray in the ground, because that spray that I got, it is really made for, it neutralizes the ground. That's what, you know, that's what they say. And you can't leave it in no sprayer, I know that. So I'm gonna be wanting to fill my sprayer up with water right now and spray everything on my property too, and empty it out and do it again. Because you gotta get that shit, you gotta get that stuff all the way out of the nozzle, the tank, and everything. I mean, that stuff is so freaking strong, man. It's like, I mean, yeah, y'all. So y'all know what it is, man. I'm finna pull up in here in the house, y'all. And I know the last couple days ain't been much video, but I ain't got much to talk about, man, you know. So y'all know what it is. It's Sammy Time Thursday. Peace out.